My father died when I was 9, and my family was a working class family that was getting a little bit more middle class. When suddenly my father died of a heart attack, and we were on welfare. Boom, overnight, and almost instantaneously, I realized that I was now being related to as a poor person. And it was, even at this later stage of my life, it was in some ways the biggest shock of my entire life to suddenly be related to as poor. As I was one of 5 kids, the youngest of 5 kids. I was the wunderkind in my family. I was going to take us permanently out of working class into middle class. I was going to go to college and so on. And suddenly we were on welfare. And my mother was, working to supplement welfare by running card games at night and making money off of that. And all the kids, I went to work selling Who's Who in baseball at Yankee Stadium. And, again, lots of poor people have lived that life. But the impact of poverty is shockingly instantaneous. So that's maybe the commonality. The black experience is a different experience than the Jewish experience. The 40s and 50s are different than, 2009, 2000. But I think that's in a way, that's the overlap. It's being poor. And the message that's delivered to poor people, in my experience, and I believe it's there in what Antoine is saying, amidst the beautiful statement about me. It's how you're related to if you're poor in this world, I would suspect, but certainly in this country. You're related to as someone who's not going to make it. Doesn't make a difference what you do. You're poor. You're not going to make it. It's not, I was poor. And if you're poor, you're not going to make it. Now, I know there are obvious exceptions. There are people who grew up poor and did great things. I knew that. But the attitude was still there in general that you... I don't know. I don't want to kind of jump to. So I don't want to do a bad movie and say, so the next day I woke up and dedicated my life to poor youth. No, I went through a whole bunch of things. But that's always been there for me. It's always been there too. It almost seems genetic. It's just part of me to work for poor people, and in particular to work for young people who are poor. That's just there. I don't even think I ever thought through doing that. It's just a part of who I am. And as much as I am, I feel like I'm genetically an organizer. Because I was always organizing.